Hello, I'm ArchieLuxury and welcome to the program, fuckers. And today I'd like to offer an apology. I got it wrong. I got it so fucking wrong, it's not funny. And let me tell you the story. I went in to see my good friends at Brisbane Vintage Watches, as I do. I'm unemployed. You know, I got free time. I can go and look at watches now and do the things I enjoy. I'm a busy media entrepreneur. And I got to get content. And I walked in, I was having a chat, and I noticed Gordon in the back with a beautiful watch. I said, that's a Milgauss? They're just looking at it? He goes, no, it's a Grand Seiko. And I got to tell you, just this watch, I don't know what it is. You know, sometimes you look at a watch and it completely throws you. And it's like when I first discovered the Volkswagen R32, and I always was a BMW or a Mercedes snob, but my first drive in a Volkswagen, which was an R32, fuck, it was just amazing. I mean, I sat in it. I mean, it was no pretentiousness like the BMW or Mercedes. It just worked. It was just beautiful. It hung onto the road like shit to a blanket. And the same thing I can say about this Grand Seiko. It's just beautiful. The lettering, the fonts, the attention to detail. You come and have a look at a Grand Seiko. It's actually, you know, it's like looking at a normal product, but it's so well done. The finish is impeccable. The attention to detail is amazing. And I got to tell you, the one that's shown on the screen here with the black dial, with the secondary color is the red writing there, I'm really in love with it. I'm really, really in love with it. It's a well-made watch, and I could do it. You know, that I really could. And yes, I've bagged Grand Seiko in the past, but I got to tell you, I got it fucking wrong. I made a mistake. And I'm manly enough to admit it. It takes a big boy to admit when they're wrong. And I got to tell you, the Grand Seiko is absolutely amazing. I mean, for this watch to compete against the makes like Rolex, Omega, it would have to be fucking amazing. Have to be absolutely fucking amazing to compete. And it does it well. And I got to tell you, in all honesty, I got a lot of respect for the Grand Seiko. This is a very, very well-made watch. And you can't just dish the Japanese because they're not European. They've taken to watchmaking with the Grand Seiko very, very well. It follows the principles of excellence. And I got to tell you, I don't be surprised if Archie adds a Grand Seiko down the track. They're good buying. They're a quality wristwatch. And it doesn't have that pretentious, you know, that pretentiousness or that snobbery, or you can always just say, oh, it's only a Seiko. And what a cool thing. I mean, it's a bit like Pateks used to be before every fucking asshole poser bought one. I mean, Pateks now are getting very passé, you know. It's a Patek Philippe, you know. In certain circles, you got to have a Patek Philippe, and it's all a fucking wank. But Grand Seiko, I got to tell you, you know, I'm thinking about, I got to be completely honest with you. I compared the Grand Seiko to my no-date sub, and I think the quality of the Grand Seiko is better. Okay, there you go. I got a early noughties, late 90s, no-date 14060 Submariner. It's in really mint condition. And I got to tell you, the attention to detail on the Grand Seiko is better. And would I do the swap? Well, that is a bloody key question. That is a key question. It's, I mean, it's just so amazing. These Grand Seikos, you know, I'm sort of getting a bit shitted off with all the bullshit and pretense that is luxury wristwatches. The Grand Seiko, it's just the complete under the radar discreet choice. I'm ArchieLuxury. Tell me what you fuckers think of that. Nice one, Archie. Good to see you man enough to apologise. Hello, I'm ArchieLuxury, and welcome to the program. Today, I'd like to do an advertisement for my good friends at Brisbane Vintage Watches. And take a look here. I recently went into Brisbane Vintage Watches, and here's a bit of a staff photo. And I got to tell you, these aren't the owners. These are some staff who work there. There's Fred, there's Gordon, and there's Alfie. Now these guys here probably know more about watches than most of the retailers in Brisbane. And the thing I love about Brisbane Vintage Watches is the staff who work there are such enthusiasts. Fred with the braces on, he actually sold me his ArchieLuxury Reverso Grand Date. That's who I got it off, from Freddie. And he's just a lovely guy. He works there, not for money. Well, the money that pays a few fucking bills. But he does it because he loves watches. And the same can be said for the other two staff there. Gordon's a huge lover of horology. Loves a good timepiece, and he's happy to give you personalised service and attention to help you make the right horological choice. He's a lovely young man who's developing a huge passion for wristwatches and really outstanding customer service. And finally, in this photo here, there's Alfie. And Alfie's one of the legends in the store there. Lovely guy from England, semi-retired, working in the store because he's a true enthusiast. And, that's what makes Brisbane Vintage Watches so special. Sure, they've got a great range of watches. Sure, they've got pieces to suit every budget. But it's the staff they employ that make the shop so special. And I was having a bit of a coffee or having a chat with Alfie, and he was telling me about an Omega he's got. He said, I'm getting Omega to do an overhaul on it. It's a very specialised sort of piece. It's a quartz piece. And he said, look, it's not economically viable to do it, but I'm doing it because I like the piece. And you got to hand it to Alfie. Anyone who loves the hobby that much, where they'll make a poor business choice for the sake of horology, they can't be a bad bloke. And this is the whole thing. The staff at Brisbane Vintage Watches are very, very knowledgeable. They know their stuff. And you just come in and have a chat to them. If you're a lady looking for a present for your husband, they know exactly what to ask to get the perfect piece. Or if you're a man looking for a gift for your wife or girlfriend, these boys here will look after you. And tell them that Archie sent you. And please, Brisbane Vintage Watches, just keep this a small secret between ourselves. They're great people to deal with, and I love them to death. I'm ArchieLuxury, and this has been a great pleasure talking about my friends.